Well, one of the projects in the Great British Water Project box, which was sent out to 650 schools right the way across the country, was that they had to visualize the amount of plastic that one bottle a week generated. The Don Hanson Charitable Foundation supplied them with recyclable bags. And one of the projects involved, instead of putting the plastic that was created each day into the bin, instead of putting it into the bin, they'd put it into these recyclable bags just to see how much it would accumulate over a week, 2 weeks, a month, etc. And as you can imagine, it might not seem a lot, just one bottle a day throwing it away, but over a month with 30 children, it can accumulate into massive quantities. So it was a really good way of visualizing just how much plastic an average person would generate. So one of the activities after that project was complete is to get kids to think about recycling and if we actually need those single-use plastics and ways to recycle them. And one of the ways we tried to do this was to encourage them to use the plastic as artwork. So across the UK, all over June and July, children right the way across the country have been creating amazing pieces of artwork out of recycled plastic to try and get them to think about recycling. And these are the top winners out of hundreds and hundreds. The Don Hanson Charitable Foundation generously awarded £1,000 in prizes, first prize being 300, second prize being 200, and third prize being 100, then 10 runner-ups of £40 each. So these are the winners out of all of those hundreds of entries. And I should say a massive congratulations to all those that entered, because the entrants were incredible, and the amount of imagination and the amount of thought that went into these artwork competition entries was incredible. The very first place the trustees at the Don Hanson Charitable Foundation agreed on belonged to Grove Primary School. They created a really large, about 2.5 to 3 meter long vessel made out of plastics, which symbolized a journey into the future where we have a more sustainable future with less plastic. So the decision was that this received first prize place, also for the sheer amount of effort and thought that went in to visualize this. So many, many congratulations to the students at Grove Primary School. The second place in the competition was awarded to Denstone Preparatory School for their wonderful abstract art piece using coloured cut bottles. The trustees thought this was so imaginative and looked really, really great. And obviously it must have been a huge amount of work with all those children cutting up the bottles and making these. So a very, very big congratulations. All of the prizes are going to be awarded in vouchers so that the students and the teachers can choose educational resources for their classroom. So many, many big congratulations to Denstone for winning second place. The third place was awarded to St. Simon's Roman Catholic Primary School for this really beautiful piece of artwork. The trustees thought, well, we're all unanimous in thinking that there's so much thought and care went into the design of this particular piece of artwork. If you look carefully, you'll see these circles are the tops of various different plastic bottles and plastic containers. And it might not be apparent at first just how big this piece of artwork is. You can see these Pepsi bottle tops there, which makes you realize when you see those, it's well over a meter and a half in width. So this was a lot of work and a lot of effort. And we could visualize all of the children sorting out the different colors. So a very, very big congratulations for the third place for St. Simon's, the students at St. Simon's Roman Catholic Primary School. The runner-up prizes, which are really fantastic as well, went to the following 10. In no particular order, all of them came joint runner-up prizes. So Mellor Primary School made this fantastic, there's a little fox if you see down there on the right, and the trustees loved the fact that this little fox was not only artwork, but actually functional and had a lettuce growing in his top. So they thought that was very imaginative and many creative, as well as the totem pole and the tower next to him. St. Mary's Island Church of England Primary School was awarded this runner-up prize for this beautiful rainbow as well. the trustees thought, again, this was very imaginative and must have taken a great deal of work to select out all of those colours and choose the different plastic bottle tops and pieces to make this this beautiful recycled artwork. The next runner-up prize went to the Barbie boat, because this was not only inventive but functional, and I think Barbie seems to be really enjoying her journey in a pool here at Graysbrook Primary School. So the trustees all agreed that this definitely deserved a prize. So many congratulations to the students at Graysbrook, for imagining a wonderful boat for Barbie. I think it's anything any respectable doll would be proud of. Oh, this was a wonderfully imaginative one. There were several entries from Lord Derrimore School of creating hedgehogs and hedgehog homes out of recycled bottles. We chose this particular photo, but there were about 10 in the sequence. So we just wanted to emphasize that all of the wonderful children that created these recycled hedgehogs all deserve equal award and equal credit. We thought this was the nicest photo of all because this particular little hedgehog was coming out of a hedgehog house. So this is a very imaginative use of plastic bottles. So congratulations to the students at Lord Derrimore School. I would never have thought of turning a plastic bottle into a hedgehog. So many congrats to those students. This wonderful, I believe this is a koala bear from Freethorpe Community Primary and Nursery School. Again, what an amazingly imaginative design, making a koala and also positioning him in his correct habitat up in the trees. So we loved the arms made of multicolored bottle tops. And if you look carefully, you'll see that they're all beautifully color coordinated and symmetrical. And again, the amount of work and effort that must have gone into this really is wonderful. So Freethorpe Community Primary and Nursery School must have some very talented art students. So many congratulations. This particular entry as well at Great Bradford's Junior School also really impressed the judges, not just because of the artwork and the thought involved, but the fact that it actually shows some of the problems that we're trying to address. You can see they've actually used bits of netting to explain some of the issues that oceans face. We all know that by 2030, it's believed that there'll be more plastic in the seas than fish and marine life. So we thought this entry really shows not only a beautiful piece of artwork, but thought behind the artwork. And I have to say also with this entry, there was a series of beautiful pieces very similar from the entire class. And all of the students that entered their entries all collectively win this award. So well done to all of the artwork from Great Bradford's Junior School. Oh, the trustees also loved this big turtle, and particularly his googly eyes made out of, I think, washing up liquid bottle tops. So big congratulations to the Castle Primary School for their wonderfully imaginative turtle and all of his different appendages made out of bottles and bits of plastic. So again, who would have thought you could make a turtle out of bottles? So again, a very imaginative, very imaginative entry indeed. And I think this might be the last one. Last but not least, the trustees loved this colourful tree made out of, or perhaps a bush made out of all of the different bottles and bits of cut up plastic. Again, who would have thought that you could create such a colourful piece of artwork out of recycled bits of plastic? So many congratulations to the students at St Simon's Roman Catholic Primary School. I believe this was a different class from the previous one. So I'm sorry, there's one last one. Oh, there's two more, okay. Crowsthorne Church of England Primary School made an entire wall of plastic fish, which the trustees loved, all individually painted with little plastic eyes as well. So we thought this again was an amazingly imaginative entry, and we love the wall that the teacher created to display them all. It's a beautiful artwork and a beautiful way to display them. So many congrats to the students at Crowthorne. And I think this really is the last one now. St Mary's Island Church of England Primary School sent us these photos, knowing that we were on the tall ship Pelican of London, connected in the Darwin 200 project, connected to the Great British Water Box project. So we loved their very elaborate and colourful sails. We've already spoken to the captain of our ship here to see if we could make some beautiful, colourful sails just like this. We'll have to see what he says, but it's a very great way, and we hope the students can test these boats out in a pond or pool and see how well they sail. We'd love to hear how they get on. So many, many, many congratulations to all of these incredible designs, and yeah, many congratulations to all of the students that took part. These are just a handful of hundreds and hundreds of entries from right across the country. So many, many congratulations.